Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. This is going to be my preview of the last preseason friendly, Chelsea versus Real Sociedad at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be really cool tonight to see the new players. I'm going there, and yeah, it should be good. So in this preview I want to talk about a few things, talk about my feelings on how preseason's gone, of course the formation and the lineup, and how I think the game will go. So let's get to it. Firstly, I think preseason has gone pretty well. I mean, we have lost about 2 games, I think, if you count the Besiktas one. There have been goals conceded, but there have been goals scored, and I think my main hope pre-season was to get the new players in, Cesc, Luis and Costa. Of course you could put Drogba, but Drogba's already been here, so I don't think it takes him that long to get back to where he was before. He's very used to the place, and I think that's mainly worked. I think Cesc has looked really sharp, Luis has kind of fitted right in. I mean, there's still a long way to go for him, I feel, but Cesc has looked class. He's set up a load of goals and actually scored a few. Both of his goals really have been brilliant. The free kick and the one he scored on Sunday, just brilliant to watch, and I think he will work at Chelsea, a very important player. And of course Costa, who, like most Chelsea fans, got really worried when we saw him at the World Cup, but he's coming, he looks fit, sharp, he looks determined to get on the score sheet. And he scored 2 brilliant goals in my opinion. I think the first one was brilliant from Cesc, them linking up well, and just that solo goal. I mean, if Messi scored that, I mean, people were going crazy, but brilliant from both players, and I'm very excited to see how they do tonight in front of the Stamford Bridge crowd. I think 4-2-3-1 is our formation, really. I mean, people have asked me about this, and I mean, some people said 3-5-2 for me doesn't work. 4-2-3-1 at home will, I think, work, and if Oscar starts playing, I think then you can change to that. But Fabregas, Oscar and Matic in midfield, have Hazard and Schürrle on the wings, and then of course Costa up front. But for now, 4-2-3-1 is, I think, the formation he's mostly gone with all pre-season. He hasn't really swayed from there, so I don't think he will tonight. So overall the team, I mean, Cech for me is going to be in goal. I think he may even be in goal for the Burnley game, just simply because I think probably Jose is probably saying to Courtois, you know, Cech is still my number 1, you're going to have to prove to me that you're number 1. And maybe just because he's got this slight knock, I think that has something to do with it. But hopefully, if Courtois is fit enough, hopefully we can see 45 minutes of him, 45 minutes of Cech, and that would be good. Right back, I think it's going to be Ivanovic. Ivanovic has really worked for his place all pre-season, firstly from that Wickham game all the way to on Sunday. I think he's looked very sharp. I think he is trying to get his place, and I think he could. I mean, against Burnley, it's going to be a very rough game, I think, but I think he'll start tonight. Of course, the centre-back pairing is going to be Terry and Cahill. They haven't really had much time to work, and I think they probably will get 90 minutes tonight. I'm very confident of that, because I think they're just probably the best centre-back pairing in the Premier League, really, and I think those two would be great to have them two back and working well together. Left back's going to be Felipe Luis. I think Felipe Luis has actually worked quite well. There is still a long way to go, I think, and I wouldn't be too surprised if he puts Azpilicueta at the left back position in the Burnley game, just because I think Luis has a little bit more time to settle. But I think Luis hasn't looked too bad. I think he looks sharp, and once again I'd like to see all of our signings, really, except Drogba, who's injured, start in this game. The two holding midfielders, Matic and Fabregas, just look brilliant together. They do look like a strong pairing, and with Fabregas going forward creating and Matic just staying there cleaning it up and getting it to Fabregas, who can do his magic, I think it is brilliant. They're a great 2 midfield pairing. Of course you can bring Oscar into a 4-3-3, but for now I think they are the best 2 in the pivot. Okay, the 3 behind the striker is going to be Schürrle. Schürrle's looked really sharp since coming back, doesn't look tired at all compared to some of the others. I think he's looked really sharp, really fit, he looks confident. I mean, he had a key role in Germany's World Cup win, and I think he will start. Number 10, I'm going to try Willian. I'd like to see Willian played in number 10. Oscar looks shattered, he really does. He still looks tired, doesn't look as good, which doesn't surprise me at all, and I think trying Willian in number 10 would be very good. Now, left of course is Hazard, and up front of course is Costa, and to see Costa for the first time tonight, he's the guy I've got on the back of my shirt. And to see him score, or to see him just have a good game and a key role into the game, will be very good for all Chelsea fans, and yeah, it should be good. So I think Chelsea tonight will probably be too much for Real Sociedad, and I think that we'll probably win comfortably, 3 or 4-0 for me. It would just be brilliant if we could win 3 or 4-0, have a strong performance, give a load of the crowd optimism for the new start, very positive, get Cesc and Costa on the score sheet would be amazing. But just overall, everyone to have a very good game and start the season off well, really, leading up to that Burnley game and finish pre-season on a high. So yeah, so that's really it for my preview, guys. First one, I'll hopefully have a review for tomorrow. So let me know down in the comments, what is your favourite formation? What do you think the lineup should be? Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me? And yeah, how do you think the game's going to go tonight? So thanks for watching, guys. Just lastly, the Talk Football podcast is out now. I'll put a link in the description. You can get it on iTunes and Google Play. You go on Google Play, go on get the Podomatic app, and then you can get it from there. And as I can put up like an instructional video of how to do both, so go and watch him on his channel. I'll probably put a link below for that as well. So that's really it for now, guys. First preview done, and hope you liked it. Please like, rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again.